Jace LeJeune for Gridiron Football here with a familiar name in an unfamiliar place, right? and Coach Brian Glover, first year entering East Jefferson High School. I know it was at Grace King for a while in the last couple of years. And East Jefferson, they've had some success. I mean, just go back a couple years ago, they won the state championship. So how excited to be the head of this program and trying to bring back that team into their winning ways.
I'm very excited for the opportunity. It was tragic, you know, how my tenure ended at Grace King with the school being shut down and everybody being, you know, a little down about what was going on. But it just so happened God works in mysterious ways. East Jefferson had an opportunity, an opening at the same time. I was able to interview and go through the interview process and able to get that job. Always admired East Jefferson from afar, knowing what the tradition that they've had with Coach Salt and him bringing the state championship back in 2013, and ever since then they've always been a pretty good, stable program, and so I'm excited to come in, bring what I can to the table, and hopefully get us to reach that state championship level again.
I know we've already interviewed him, Dorian, two-way player for y'all, wide receiver / defensive end. It's a very impressive young man. Got 2 more years left, which is even more impressive. But talk a little bit about him as a player and as a person.
Well, what we've been working on, what I've been working on with him since the first day. I met him. Like I said, I've been there about 2 months, so I'm still learning everybody. But just seeing him, coaching against him. Remembering, coaching against him, remembering the type of skills that he had, and being able to see it up close and personal, getting him to understand that, man, he has the tools. He has the God-given ability, God-given tools. So we have to work on the intangibles, and we have to work on the work ethic, make sure that we work to perfect our craft, and I think he can go a long way.
Yeah, and speaking of just like preaching that message constantly throughout the whole team, just what's been really the message and just the whole team and trying to obviously accomplish the goals y'all want to accomplish in year 1?
What we're trying to do is get them to understand that as a staff that we brought in, I was able to bring in a lot of guys from my previous staff, along with some guys that we held over from the East Jefferson staff. We've mended as a staff, and we've preaching the message that the talent that we have is great, and I just told them that yesterday after workouts. The talent in this room is some of the most talent I've ever coached as a whole, from 1 to 50. We got great talent, but talent is last. Mm-hmm. We have to make sure we focus on the foundation. We have to make sure that we focus on the will and the work ethic. That's before the talent. We take care of that, then we can take that talent to heights that they haven't seen before.
And Coach, who are some other names you should keep in the lookout? Because you talk about that talent. Who's some other names you should keep an eye out for this year?
For this year, out of my senior class, I got 2 kids that really been working hard, been doing good. A kid named Henry Lee plays receiver and defensive back, and also a guy named Lamar Smith, who's an offensive tackle for us. Those 2 guys out of the senior class are really special. They're going to be really good this year. We're expecting some good things out of them this year.
2 more questions, pretty quick questions. Second to last question would be just the schedule this year. Talk about kind of non-district schedule and the teams that you'll be playing this year.
Non-district, I know we start off week 1. We're starting off. Oh shoot, we played week 1. Oh, that's right. Kennedy Discovery. We're starting off with Kennedy Discovery, which I'm very familiar with. We've played them every year since I've been at Grace King, so we're very familiar with Coach Sprunk and his staff and the program that they have over there at Kennedy Discovery. Week 2, we have to go to Pearl River. Now this is going to be our first time playing Pearl River. Some real quirk in the contract and in the schedule that they had. So we got a like a 1-year deal with Pearl River. So we've been doing some research on them and over the summer, trying to get prepared for them. But they're a very decent program, very well coached from what we've seen so far. Then we play a little cross-town rival in Haynes Academy at week 3. And I know week 4 we have Central of Baton Rouge coming in.
Okay.
So from that we'll be getting ready for district, and then we finished 9 district with Higgins.
Okay.
Higgins after that, and then we get into our district play.
Okay, Coach. Last question. First year, we know what you've done at Grace King, but for the East Jefferson fans, what kind of brand of football should we expect from a Coach Glover-led football team? Talking about the East Jefferson fans.
Well, I hope the fans are ready. We're going to be, we want to be a fast team. We want to be a physical team, and we're going to be a smart football team. We're going to play hard. Every one of my programs, we play hard. We play to the end. No matter what the score is, we have to play hard every down, every position. Every possession, we want to finish, and that's what they can look forward to.
Well, I appreciate Coach coming by over to get to chat with you again as well. Keep an eye on the East Jefferson Warriors. For more information, we'll have a big team spotlight on East Jefferson for our website. So make sure to go gridironfootballusa.com. This is Jace LeJeune from Gridiron Football, signing off.